Next news, breaking news.
President Trump touching down in New York, and the crowd's massive. He wasn't there to play nice with the people destroying the state. Instead, taking direct aim at Governor Hochul and the socialist mayor, turning New York into a cautionary tale of failure. From taxpayer flight to stories of stores locking up toothpaste, the evidence is everywhere. And one line from the speech summed up the crisis perfectly, and it's hitting Democrats pretty hard. They're reacting. See, New York is showing exactly what happens when progressive policies run unchecked. Taxpayers who fund 90% of the state budget are leaving for good, and they're not coming back. Crime has become so normal that retailers now guard basic items behind glass while shoplifters fill duffel bags in plain sight. Illegals are flooding in and receiving benefits while citizens pay the price. And elections without voter ID or proof of citizenship are wide open to fraud. It's not just one state's problem. It's the national warning of what the entire country faces if the same governance model spreads. And Trump is forcing the contrast right out into the open. But America's strength also depends on securing our own critical minerals right here at home. This breaking news on America's critical mineral supply chain front. The SAGA metal story that we've been covering just got a whole lot stronger. Less than 48 hours ago, SAGA released new information suggesting its radar project may be sitting on one of the largest titanium and vanadium systems on the entire planet. Now, SAGA, write this down, they trade, it's on your screen, trades as SAGMF in the U.S. and SAGA in Canada. Now, to understand the scale, you got to compare radar to China's Panzhua deposit. That's a state-linked system. It's valued in the multi-billion-dollar range. It's also responsible for 40% of the global vanadium worldwide. So check out the in-depth interview with the CEO on this topic that I did just last weekend, and check the exclusive briefing that's linked below, but it's only for Next News viewers. That kind of domestic resource independence is exactly what Trump keeps fighting for. So while the minerals story strengthens our future, the political battle in New York is already exploding. Hochul just answered Trump directly, and the gloves are off. The contrast could not be clearer between a president who stops his motorcade to wave at supporters and leaders who chase away people who are actually paying the bills. And what's really funny here is that socialist mayor in New York City, Clown World, posted this, that he decided to launch his very first Twitch stream. And there were no moderators. The internet immediately took over, and let's just say the chat and the drawings were not exactly what City Hall had in mind. So, yeah, small children in the room, I would encourage you to maybe cover their eyes, because this is rather hilarious. In fact, you can see some of the visualizations that were coming across the feed as in the chat room on the side of the screen there, completely taken over, no moderators, as Zoran Mandami tried to connect with the Twitchers, but he's getting all kinds of images and artwork that not really safe for work. So enough of that. But I had to play because it just thought he totally got owned on his own stream. And while New York socialist mayor struggles to keep control of his own stream, President Trump has landed in the state, heading to a packed room of patriots. Here's the president as he was departing Air Force One, heading to the location to deliver his speech. Now, this was, of course, yesterday. President Trump touching down and directing the motorcade to pull right up and personally greet every supporter outside. This is when the president arrived at the event. Beautiful President Trump there in the Beast, rolling past, waving at everybody, thumbs up. President ready to go in, waving to the crowd. Trump shifting. After waving to the crowd, Trump shifted to the everyday chaos New Yorkers face, with pharmacies locking up toothpaste because of nonstop theft, railing against the fact that New Yorkers are forced to have workers unlock toothpaste at stores because crime is so rampant.
A whole thing, we got to change it. Now, the way you stop that, you know how you stop that? You come down hard on those people. Hard. In one day, you'd solve that problem all over the country. You just come down so hard that they never forget it, and they'll never do it again. They'll never do it again. It's horrible. What's happening is horrible. And it's all in the blue cities, you know, it's all blue. The 25 worst cities are blue. Blue means Democrat. But, you know, I looked at a story, I read a story.
What happened there? Did that whole clip? I don't think the whole clip played.
But, you know, I looked at a story, I read a story yesterday where the pharmacies, they're going out of business. They have glass all over the place. You want toothpaste. You have to open up, you have to get a clerk to open up the thing, and they open, and they hand them a toothpaste, and in the meantime, other people are waiting to steal it. They got a guy, they were saying a guy right here, Mr. Lutnick said, Mr. Lutnick, he's a rich guy, but he was in a store, and he noticed when he was in a drugstore, the people were with duffel bags. They're putting crap in a duffel bag and walking, and the clerk says, you're not supposed to be doing that. And the kid said, the hell with you, walks out. And if the clerk does anything at all, they arrest the clerk. How screwed up is our country? How the hell do you make your money if you got to open up glass, expensive glass, to give somebody a toothbrush or to give somebody some toothpaste? That does not sound like a good business model. So you have empty stores. The whole thing, we got to change it. Now, the way you stop that, you know how you stop that? You come down hard on those people. Hard.
So President Trump laying out how crime is gutting stores. Now he's exposing the bigger picture of rigged elections and illegal aliens flooding the state, spitting fire against how Democrats are ruining the state, and the crowd is all in.
The illegal aliens are all over the place. The people are getting shot left and right. The elections are rigged. They don't have voter ID. They don't have proof of citizenship. Think of it. We want to get the Save America Act passed now. Think of the Save America Act. It's voter ID. Who's against voter ID? You ever see the Democrat National Convention? I call it the Democrat. They're Democrat. But you ever see it? They have cards on them for the Democrat National Convention, cards like bigger than your chest. Name, address, everything you want to know about a person. They might even have a social security number on it. They have. That's to get into their convention. But for voting, you're allowed to go in, right? It's horrible. So it's voter ID, it's proof, a little thing called proof of citizenship, and it's mail-in voting is a disaster. If you have military, if you're going to be away, if you're not feeling well, if you're in any way disabled, absolutely we have it. We'll be very generous, but generally you got to go and vote. Otherwise, it's a rigged system. And that, in a nutshell, is the Save America Act. Not very complicated. Think of it, voter ID. Think of it, voter ID, proof of citizenship, and mail-in ballots are gone except if you need it. Now, I added two best ofs. No men playing in women's sports. Has nothing to do with it. No men.
I can get behind that for sure. But Trump making clear the elections are rigged, pushing the Save America Act. Now he's calling out Hochul and Mandami for driving taxpayers out while handing money to illegals. Any day now.
Great, Mike. It's terrible things are happening. However, we have to take the good with the bad. Companies are leaving. Rich people are leaving. People that pay a lot of money, all these rich companies, big, fat, beautiful companies, they have jobs and they have money and they're leaving and nobody's stopping them from leaving. New York can never, if we don't stop this, and I'm for you, and I'm helping you in Washington much more than I'm supposed to be helping you, believe me, New York can never be the same if it's losing its tax base and the people that pay 85% of the taxes are leaving. And we're taking in illegal immigrants. Oh, they're wonderful people and all, but they're not paying any tax. They're taking your money. Ay, ay, ay. They're taking your money. The people that pay 85 to 90% of your taxes are leaving. And you know, when they go, they never come back. They never come back. Nobody calls them. Nobody does anything. Nobody talks to them. Nobody says, please don't leave. We'll give you a tax rebate. We'll do anything. Don't leave. But they're leaving. They're going to Florida. They're going to Tennessee. They're going to Texas. They're going to South Carolina, North Carolina. They're going all over the place, but they're leaving, and we can't let it happen. It's a great place. We can't. Bruce will stop it. Mike will stop it. They're all going to stop it. They'll bring them back. On top of that, the streets are dirty. The crime is out of control.
Streets are dirty. Crime is out of control. Trump exposing Hochul's policies are bleeding in New York, and she shot back. She won't be intimidated by him or any MAGA supporter. I won't be intimidated by Trump or any spineless MAGA coward like my opponent, Bruce Blakeman. While they're busy screwing over New Yorkers, I'm fighting like hell to lower costs and protect New Yorkers from his attacks. Game on. Okay.
No Republican wins in Nassau, and he ran and he won, and you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself, Kathy. You got a race.
You better watch yourself. So Trump just declared open war on New York's failing leadership. He exposed how Democrats are driving out the very taxpayers who keep the state solvent while flooding the system with people who pay nothing and take everything. The locked toothpaste and duffel bag thefts are now national symbols of collapse. Hochul's angry response only proves the pressure is working. New York has become the frontline test of whether progressive urban rule can survive once real accountability actually arrives. So the bottom line is very simple. Trump is delivering the same message from coast to coast. Fix the border, secure the vote, stop the theft, and bring the tax base back or watch your state fall apart. New York is the example everybody needs to see. So if you agree that America First policies are the only way forward, hit that like button, drop a yes in the comments right now, and text raw feed to 844-840-4963 to bypass the algorithm and get every update straight to your phone. And check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. Celebrate America 250 with the Next News Network. We're winning because we refuse to stay silent. Stay strong, stay informed, and keep fighting for the America that we love.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.